Magic. We'll see if anybody shows up.
And we had nothing to talk about. Oh no.
Yeah, right? Oh shit, my brain is fried. It's like, I'll pour some whiskey. If we get backed into a corner, I'll show that Camp Rainbow thing.
When we went on the last one, I was just like, oh shit, what do I say? It's almost like being in kindergarten, where it's like, hi, my name is Geoff. I like Power Rangers and G.I. Joe.
Don't call on me again. Oh man. Cool. Yeah, we're live. It's all working. We can do the whole screen share and everything. Get this
Nice.
Screen share. Yeah, of course. My Microsoft Edge tab.
Ugh.
Check out all my porno. That'd be hilarious. My first stream back. Here's a bunch of porno, guys.
Here's my latest selection of the Spank Bank.
All right, cool. Yeah, that works great. That's a lot different from the last time, too. And, yeah, we're at 20%. Insane. What is up? Oh, Institute's in chat. Dude,
Nice.
What is your real name? I can't even remember if the last couple of weeks has been a blur, and I just always refer to you as the Institute. We'll find out.
I don't even see the chat on mine. I mean, I see it, but I don't see it. Has he commented?
Oh, it might not. I don't know if it pops up on
okay. I see it.
Yeah, you have to pick like the comments chat, not the private. The private chat is like we can send hilarious things to each other that no one else can see.
Those porn links, you mean?
Yeah, that's where the porn goes. I guess maybe I could like tweet this shit out and whatnot.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Too many damn things. Can you tell this is my first time doing this in forever?
Can you tell this is my first time doing this ever?
Yeah. Oh my god, are my cats going apeshit again?
Mine are passed out right now. The younger one will probably go crazy. I have to keep all my art locked up in a box because he will eat it.
Oh my god, that is the worst.
So if somebody gets a City of Rot page that has bite marks in it, we can pretend it's zombies and just make it look cool, but it's really just my cat.
That's hilarious. Oh, I keep losing my train of thought. I'll tell you on Twitter. It's a racial slur.
Oh no. Never mind, I'm out, guys. I'm out.
His real name is a word you can't say in public. My dad had a fucked up sense of humor. No, I get it, man. I'm just fucking with you. I just for the team and treating you like a real person. I feel like I have to have asked you before, but my brain is mashed potatoes. And the past couple of weeks, man, I've just been like, get this campaign all figured out.
We should just call him like 91. Like Danzig, like his name's 13. We just call him 91.
He's this old ass dude we know.
They just gave him a number when he was young.
And we can share this. Sorry, I'm like old manning it up right now on Twitter.
No, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just sharing it. It's like the most boring stream ever. We're just looking down and away.
Two old dudes. I'm just a gray profile picture. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna be talking about white bread tonight.
How my back went out last week.
Yeah, right. My neck went out this week. About how I still can't turn my head.
Don't get older than 30, kids. Go to the riots, get killed, and you'll be good.
the harsh realities of being a comic creator. Oh my god. Who knew getting a tweet out would be so hard?
I can show some art. I got a couple of pages here next to me.
Oh yeah, you have a camera and all that.
Yeah. You want to share the screen real quick?
Yeah.
Or do I have to click it?
Let
I
me
don't know anything.
Yeah, right. I can't even tell you. All right, tweet that out. Get back. I will stop sharing mine. I think you can just click share screen now.
Well, I have the original. So you want my screen bigger?
Yeah, right. I'm just a drunk idiot.
Well, that's totally wrong.
Not me. Oh, I just pulled you out of the stream. There we go. Damn.
Here's some original art.
Right next to each other. Ooh.
You can see that.
I haven't even gotten to look close at that.
Got some speed lines going on. Nice texturing. There's the next page.
The art of drawing a book nobody will ever want to afford to make into a movie.
I'm trying to channel like my best Daniel Warren down here.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot with the digital penciling and stuff. You know, a lot of that like I just been getting looser and looser with, because I'm just realizing like there's so many details I don't need to include in the final thing. So there's tons of stuff I'm just adding in here. So yeah, pages are looking awesome. I'm actually liking the traditional pages even better than the digital ink. That was the one thing I was kind of worried about. It's like, oh shit, is this not going to be as good? But no, it's like I like this way better.
And one went almost immediately.
I know, it's awesome.
Such a great start. Beth was like, I know you're a realist and you're not getting your hopes up or anything, but I hope it does good for you guys. It's like, yeah. Like, it's like, it'd be cool if we hit like 10-15% tonight. It's like, it'd be crazy if we got funded and I could probably sleep, but I'm probably just going to drink and write a bunch.
There's another page. This is our nice exploding cop page.
Dude, that one's so fucking good.
I like to think of him as like
gonna get that.
I call him the pimple.
So good. I'm forever getting blown up on the Twitter now. Just endless waves of new notifications. Oh man, yeah. Evidently, this is just gonna be the new thing. Getting on, talking about shit. I gotta figure out how to get into my Dropbox because I'm like super old man right now. Evidently, I had too much to drink.
I've been doing a lot of like
4 passwords.
4 passwords? For what?
For like everything.
Oh, you mean like all you have for all your stuff?
Yeah, I'm like, what one is it?
Rooster Puncher? And the other one's Puncher Rooster?
Password.
I've been playing around with like a lot of textures and stuff. Like, you know, Sean Gordon Murphy likes to use his fingerprints and stuff. So like in here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some like
that nerd
fingerprint. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's almost become like his thing. Like there's like one of his like a distinct fingerprint on almost every page.
That's pretty cool too. If you got one of his original pages, like you got something that he actually kind of built into.
You can 3D print them, put them over your fingers, and kill a guy and frame him.
Yeah. That's cool. Why every page of this is inked in blood. It's actually not my blood. I'm not gonna tell you whose blood it is.
That's part of the fun. You got to figure it out.
You guys wanted dark. This is dark.
It's as dark as it gets. Oh man. At least we're not treading into mullet territory yet. I love the it'll just leave it on whatever comment I click to highlight, and I wasn't paying attention to that, so it was just the generic StreamYard comment. Let people know that no one's watching.
Can we go back to the split screen so I'm not just watching myself like
It's
a
just
psycho?
you. You can talk to my gray face. Here, let's fix that while we hang out and talk.
You should just download one of those what do they call them? You know, it's like the gray face guys. Everybody posts. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what the fuck it's called.
A putty.
You can do that.
Just a straight up Power Rangers
NPC.
putty.
You need to get an NPC picture. You just put it up.
It's an upgrade. I'm in HD now. No, guys, this is what I really look like. Jesus. Like, I keep opening a tab and being like, what was I doing? I'm not even that drunk either. That's the scary thing. I was like, I had a drink during Clint's stream and just made another one. I was like, who knows how this will go? I always forget, like, talking with Clint's great.
Oh, he was
Dude's
awesome.
Hilarious and like the like most dry way. Like, I never know how to explain it to people when I'm talking about his stuff. Like, I've showed some of his videos to some of my buddies and like, you either get it or you don't. And I'm like, I feel like he's like, it's like almost like he's not even trying to be funny, but I find it hilarious a lot of times. And he's just one of the nicest dudes in the world. Like, when he hit me up about doing the wax packs, I was like, fuck yes, dude.
Fatal looks insane.
Yeah, I'm hoping he
awesome.
does another set of wax packs for that, because it's like, I will gladly do them for you again, man. Oh yeah, look at that. I can use Void Walker again.
No,
I could just do this photo of me all drunk and passed out. That's
even better. That'll make me feel better.
Took of me this morning. Goes up to like sunrise. Yeah, I'm just throwing up the devil horns, like completely passed out on our bed with my hand on my chest. But Beth was like, yeah, you were evidently rocking out real hard in your sleep. I don't know what the fuck was going on. It's like, it's a long night of staring at the City of Rock campaign and second guessing everything over and over again.
But, you know, in the past,
it's funny
that might have been a controversy because it's like, oh, you know, writer is drunk on Twitter. But nowadays, like, that's nothing. You're golden.
Yeah, the world is drunk on Twitter. It's like, we're all just out here trying to cope and shit.
Are bars open where you're at? Is anything open where you're at?
Good question. I think so. I haven't really gone out. Like, we don't even go out a lot as it is, because for like, normally we're both working a shitload anyways, but like, we pretty much for years have had like everything we need. Like, we don't do a lot. We like just hanging out together. We're both like wicked homebodies. Like, Beth, if she could just like fucking, like, if the comics really took off and I could work and she didn't have to so much, she'd just fucking like stay home and play with the cats all day. Like, that's like the dream for her.
That's perfect.
It blows my mind. I'm like, I like feel like compelled at all times to be doing something. Like, I'll play with the cats with one hand, but I'm gonna be like making something with my other hand. Like, I almost covered one of the cats in glue the other night when I was working on that mask. He just like jumped at me while I was working with rubber cement, and I was like, I would have just like glued you to a wall if you got near me, cat. Like, there's no way around it.
See, that mask, if we had it in our house, it would just become like the cat's new play toy.
Oh,
and we just find them like sleeping in it, and it would just be, oh, and now it's a litter box, you know? Like,
yeah, I'm shocked they like one of them jumped into it one time, but it still has the screws exposed in the bottom that basically harness the fitting helmet into it.
So you're trying to turn the actor into the real character? Like, he puts it on, it just scars his face up instantly.
Yeah, just shreds you. You're gonna be bald by the end of the production. It's
production value, man.
You're just ever so slightly bleeding from your neckline at all times. It genuinely started out, I was just like, I want to make this thing, and Beth does photography, so she was like, we did a photo shoot a while ago. My older brother is like a twin of me, like almost the same size. He's like an inch shorter than me, and he's bald. So we like did him up in one of the Jason Voorhees masks that I did. And our friend Abby came out with us, and she did like a chase scene photo shoot with him in the woods on film. And it looked awesome. And like she posted it all over the place, and a bunch of people were freaking out about it, like kind of like trended on Instagram or something for a little while, but it was like really cool. She fucking loved it. And she normally does like silly beauty shit and makeup stuff with her friends where it's just like a girl standing like in the woods. And I'm just like, yeah, cool. I don't know like what else.
Beautiful eyelashes.
Yeah, I'm like fucking sick, but I don't know anything about any of this.
He just has like, scars and all kinds of crazy stuff. Then you go down to a space, he's got beautiful lips.
That contour, though. Yeah, it's madness, but she liked that. And I was like, well, then we can start doing like horror photo shoots and just like plan something out. And we'll do something a little bit more elaborate next time, because the mask she used for the Jason one was just something I like painted in my downtime again for fun. Like right now I'm working on a prototype for the church burners masks from Cade. And I was like texting Kevin the other night freaking out because I found LED lights for the fucking cross in their head, because you can't really tell them like the cover or anything where it's been revealed, but they're like tack lights on their helmets. So the like anti-crosses all light up. It's a big scene in one of the issues. But it was like, it'd be cool if I'm making this prototype, if the mask actually fucking lights up at the end of all of it. And I actually found this company that makes these like lay flat LED lights that like the switch on them and everything is.
You there? Uh-oh. Hello?
Oh, we're back.
Yeah. Oh, you're back? I was about to pull out some art.
I was like, oh no.
I was like, oh shit.
I'm all by myself. I lost my Geoff.
I was like, we'll be back.
I could just kill the stream and go to bed. Don't say anything.
You just leave me on here like. I don't even say anything for like hours. You come back the next morning, I'm just sitting here like.
What are we at?
It's been 12 hours.
Oh man, yeah. Everybody's just like, make sure you stream a bunch. I'm hopefully getting a webcam in this week. I think I'm just gonna cancel the one that was on back order that I was like waiting on forever, and just order whatever the fuck I can get for the time being.
Yeah, I gotta get one too. Like, what color is my shirt right now?
You are like a very distinguished purple, like you were saying earlier.
This is black.
Oh damn!
So it's just the HP Envy camera. Like I looked it up on Google, and everybody has the same problem.
Yeah, it's like incredibly purple.
Mm-hmm.
Like what would it be? Secondary purple. It's literally just like blue and red mixed together. Like you are like as purple as it gets.
Yeah, I'm just really into prints.
Yeah, if you said that was a Prince shirt, I'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I get it, man. Like, what a great reason to wear purple.
Yeah, every streamer is just like, Geoff, he must really love purple. Everything he wears is purple.
I exclusively wear purple rain gear. Yeah, it looks like you got like a really hot Instagram filter on at all times. You've got like a soft, almost sepia tone on your skin tones and stuff, and then everything else is just like purple.
Oh, that's sexy. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it just looks like a filter. It's basically just the team hanging out tonight. I text Kayla that we're on, and she can get into the chat.
Should I get on? Like on the video?
I think she's out on a date right now.
Ooh.
Otherwise, she probably would. I love that her dad was like our third backer.
Yeah. Our first was my wife's sister.
Ah. we got a guy who got a page from you, and I thought for sure immediately when it was an original that it was fucking Doherty, because he's been hitting me up constantly about it. Like, you guys have originals on there, right? Like, you're gonna have original art on there, right? I was like, pretty much just for you, dude. You were the person hounding us early on when we were discussing the idea, so we can attribute it to you and Jeff's wife. Oh man, I don't know what the next month is going to have in store for us, but I imagine it's going to be pretty crazy and also a good time.
We're off to a good start. I mean, I was nervous. I was like, oh shit, how's this gonna go?
You never know what the hell's gonna happen, and we're like, for the most part, it's like low end stuff, which is funny because, like, remember when we initially talked about doing this, we were like, we're not even gonna do the cameos. We're going to do like 1 or 2 tiers and make it really simple. And I was like, oh, it's a cool idea. And we're already going to have the tiers for the original art for at least the covers and stuff. So it's like, there's going to be a couple more than at least 1 or 2. But it's like, we'll do this. If they get back to cool, if they don't, whatever.
Right.
We got a bunch of other ones. I also totally forgot to make one of them the featured perk, which I was going to do my sketches just so it pulls some heat off of you having to do so much work.
My cat is circling like a shark right now, and I know all he wants to do is just jump up in the camera.
Oh yeah, my girlfriend would beat my ass for making jokes about silly beauty stuff. Oh man, yeah, I'm excited. It's a quiet first night, but I'm kind of really happy with that. Just gonna be getting on more streams. I'll probably be getting on like this during the day and stuff too, and just work, whether I'm just like typing, hanging out, streaming as much as possible and bullshitting. Me and Kevin normally stream games and stuff on Twitch and get really drunk, but that won't be happening much for the next month.
I'm not doing anything right now. I'm dieting, so I can drink some like seltzer water.
Oh jeez,
is that cool?
That sounds cool, right? So fun.
That's awesome, right?
Checking out this campaign. 20% in the first night was definitely a surprise. That's why I'm like, I know we should probably be like beating down doors, like, let us on your stream. But I didn't really see anyone streaming that we didn't already like hang out with and talk to for the most part.
Yeah, it seems like a quiet night, but I wasn't expecting to get 20% tonight. So
yeah,
this already exceeded my expectations.
What I mean, I'm like, we are so far past my realist idea of what we were gonna get. I was like talking to Kayla, like 5 or 10%, and we're a fucking slam dunk. We just need to keep that pace. I'm like, if we could do that like a day, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. And I know my mom and her crew. My mom has like her crew of friends that she's recruited to buy the book. So like, I know none of them have done anything yet. So I'm like, all right, get the Red Hat community.
They're all gonna be floored.
Oh, it's a lovely book from our friend's son. We gotta get that.
What is your son up to?
Oh my god, he's a deviant.
Yeah. Talking to Pete about this is like, I don't know if this one's gonna land at Alterna. He's like, you could always pitch it. I was like, yeah, but is it like even publishable?
Yeah, Frago was like talking to his daughter. He's like, yeah, it's not a book you could get. And I was just like, yeah, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I like jumped back to that after we got off a Clint stream and thanked him for it and went back and watched the part that I missed and everything, and that had me dying laughing. It's like, oh my god, dude.
There are zombie titties in it.
That was the downfall of Voidwalker too, is every time we go to cons we get little kids that are just like, whoa, he's so cool. And I'm like, yeah, and you can read it in 10 years.
But to be fair, like when I was that age, I was watching all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like I watched like every horror movie franchise, all the big ones by the time I was like 7.
Yeah, like
You know,
my new pitch has been like, if mom and dad say it's cool, where are your parents, child? So I can sell them on Voidwalker. I just gave some to my nephew who came through with his parents the other day. He's 5 years old. Now he's like a huge Voidwalker fan instantly.
That's awesome.
They
Well,
were
it's such a cool design too. Like,
That's
it
the
just
big thing. Like kids see the little standee we have of them, and they're like, "Holy shit!" Like their little kid brain is immediately like, "That's rad."
Yep.
And that was like part of the description I gave to Christian, because it's weird. Sometimes I can hone in on like something like very, very detailed, and I'm like, I know exactly what I'm imagining, or I just like have a vibe to go on. But with Voidwalker, I had some original sketches that were like way more demonic and weird looking, and I showed them to Christian and then explained. I was like, this is nothing like what I want it to look like. This is just like, I can't stop drawing this fucking character for whatever reason. And I started explaining it to him. And I was like, it's supposed to be really weird, but I want him to have a design that's like, looks like weirdly familiar, but has like an alienness to it while still being humanoid, which sounds insane. And then the really big thing was the V bone on his head was one of the like number one things, where for a while it took me like forever to articulate that to him. And then he kind of came up with almost like the like hammerhead shark fin look. It's almost like they look like exterior organs or something.
Yeah,
And
it's a
that part was
perfect
all
design.
Christian, like, but that basically came from like I want like a almost like a weird silhouette, but it doesn't deviate too much from like a normal human silhouette. And he like was like, oh, I get that, and just did like a weird ass head shape that looks fucking awesome. And then it's like the suit is like an organic suit, but unlike Venoms and other things, imagine it almost like it's like eating around the wearer, and it'll eat other things. And he was like, okay. And I started explaining it more. I was like, almost like it's got teeth all over it. And then he did that design. And it's funny because a bunch of people are like, he kind of looks like Spawn, because they thought like a lot of the pictures you see, it looks like the teeth are like stripes or something, almost like the classic Spawn had.
Right.
It's just the weird fucking mouth from Absalom, but that was like 10% me and like 100% Christian.
No, I think it's a perfect design. Like, if it had gone more demon, it would have been like Spawn. But the way he designed it, it has this kind of like Guyver kind of look, like this Japanese superhero, but
That was
combined with that, the demon stuff.
a lot of the stuff we went back and forth. Oh my, I'd have to like pull up the list. We talked for weeks, and he ended up coming up with like a laundry list of just like crazy concept artists and guys we both loved. I had some different ones, and a lot of it ended up being Japanese, like manga guys from like the 80s and shit like that. Like old concept art for Capcom games and stuff. Lots of Guyver stuff. It was just like a walking a line between inspiration and influence, and like not ripping things off.
Yeah. But it's such a fun design. Like when I saw it the first time, I was just like, "Holy shit! Like I want that now."
Yeah, I like, and that it's funny too, because that's straight up. That's the first design he sent me.
Oh, really?
That wasn't like like I sent him the stuff I had and everything, and I got that back, and it was like immediately saw that and was like, yeah, that's Voidwalker. That's what's been in my head forever. Like, this is perfect. And he was like, let me know what I need to change. And it was like, fucking absolutely nothing. Like, I knew instantly. There's other characters. Trust me, Christian probably hates me deep down. But like normally it's great, but there's like another big character that we unleash in issue 4. So I can't really talk about it right now for the 2 people watching. But there's a big character we unleash in issue 4 that it was like, holy shit, man, that design, I wouldn't I wouldn't have held it against him if he was just like, I'm fucking done with this book, dude. See you later. Like, it was just like a no, this isn't working. Like, nope. And like he kept sending me fucking awesome designs. Like a bunch of the designs he ended up doing that we didn't use for this character. We were like, we can use these for other things. Like this doesn't need to be ditched. Like you worked hard on these and they're fucking awesome designs. They'll just end up somewhere else. But like we were basically like, we need this character to be just as cool, if not cooler, than Voidwalker. Like, and that's sort of like become our rule for things. Is like if it's not fucking awesome and it doesn't get us like pumped up like we're little kids again, then it has no business being in the book.
Well, that's just it. Like, I can't tell you how many times I see a comic book character design now where their design is just so ho hum. You know, it's just kind of bland.
Yeah,
And you look at him, and he's just like just fun to look at.
he's
Instantly.
got such a clean style Christian, but like he makes everything look cool, and it's just like exactly what needs to be there and nothing more. Like I love dudes who render a ton of shit. I grew up loving Stephen Platt's stuff and guys like that. I'm a huge fan of Frega's stuff. Like I was a big fucking Image nerd as a little kid. That's why it's weird being friends with the dude now. Like I can text him any time of day and he's just like, yeah, what's up, dude? Responds back to me, always giving me awesome fucking advice. Great dude. It's surreal, but it's like I don't even know where my train of thought was going at this point anymore. But
isn't it sad though? Like, Frege and Stephen Platt and all these guys kind of had to leave comics for a long time.
Oh
there just wasn't any money, and it wasn't anything worth it. Like Stephen Platt's doing movies.
That's how Clint was talking tonight when he was like asking us our opinion on the indie comic stuff. Is like I every time I'm like discouraged or something, I think of shit like that, and that's why I was like, we have to do a campaign because why the fuck not? Like we can do it now. You couldn't do this kind of stuff years ago, and that's why all these fucking awesome dudes aren't in comics anymore.
Right.
It's awesome that we have guys like Frege coming back to it. Some people might not like the dude, but fucking EVS is absolutely crushing it, and is like, whether you like the dude or not, I have no fucking problem with him. And I think I've always said he's like the Stern of comics, and I think it's fucking hilarious for the most part. If you let some other person get like that much of a rise out of you, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like, go make your own comics, do your own thing. But I'm like, if you can't like appreciate that dude is making that kind of money off of like a 48-page book and absolutely killing it, and pleasing his fans, surprising his fans, and putting out like a fucking insane value for the price on things. Like,
and those toys he just put out, those look dope.
Oh, dude, that shit's all gonna be like nuts. And it's like, even if it just goes to the people who backed it, and there's no third-party market for it or whatever, like all those people backed it for a reason, and they're getting way more shit than they initially backed for. Like the amount of stretch goals that thing crushed. Same thing with guys like Doug TenNapel. I don't know Doug TenNapel personally. He was like big fan of fucking Earthworm Jim growing up, and I like a lot of the guy's stuff. He fucking crushed it on his campaign. Like, it's awesome to see other people doing this and thriving. And like we were talking about the Berserker campaign and all the Boom controversy, people seem to think crowdfunding is like we're all special and this is our chance finally to like shine in that light. And it's like an open mic. Like, you gotta get up and crush immediately, or nobody's even gonna pay attention to you.
Well, I think too, like, it's a fixed pie. Like they're trying to get Berserker pushed off, but there's room enough for everybody. And like it's great when one guy, like one comic or whatever, can succeed like Berserker has.
Yeah,
but then it just shines a light on the whole thing.
It's taking away from everyone, but they can't even consider the side that the just Keanu Reeves' name and fucking reputation may bring in new people who aren't regularly going to crowdfund something. Like, they might just come and sign up for Kickstarter now, and I backed Berserker. That's why I'm also hoping Boom doesn't fuck up the fulfillment on that thing. Like, I really hope they hit all their marks and it comes out on time.
Right.
that'll be a huge sour note for Kickstarter. I mean, Indiegogo's doing great, but like it's good business if there's competition and everything. It'd be fucking weird to see Kickstarter just get crippled in the next year, but
Yeah, I
crazier
mean,
shit has happened.
and there are so many people, like, there's plenty of people in comics that I don't like, but I don't want them to be kicked out of it. Like
Yeah,
they can have their area, and the people I like can have their stuff, and like, there's
that's
plenty of
what.
room for everybody.
Yeah, I don't give a shit enough to even care to push anybody out of anything. Like, do
Right.
whatever you want to. Leave me be.
Well,
Like,
and also, like, who gets to decide that anyways? Like, how do we decide that we're the cops that get
yeah,
to kick out people with the wrong opinion, or opinion that we don't agree with? Like,
never understood
who
any of
cares?
that.
Yeah.
That's why for a while too, I wasn't getting on streams with people. It was like, I get you guys being upset about stuff and everything, but it's like sometimes I'm just like, I gotta pick my battles, and I can't even I don't even want to waste the energy to be upset about this.
Right.
It's like
Right.
get back to doing my own thing, because that I'm pumped about at all times. Is like, yeah, if there's 10 new shitty books, I'm gonna go make one new cool one. Like,
Well, that's exactly what we're doing. Like, I haven't found many comics today that I want to buy, in the stores and stuff.
yeah,
And so it's like, well, if I don't see the comic out there I want, why don't I just go make it?
exactly. It's like I just want to. That's the one shot thing too. It's like it'll be fun. Like, it's not something we need to think about coming back to if we don't want to. And if you're backing the book, you get it, and you get the full story, beginning, middle,
Hmm.
and you know what's happening. You're not waiting around on anything. You're waiting around on that one fulfillment, then you get it, and it's party time.
Yeah. And not everything has to be an ongoing. That's a big problem, just with not just like, comics, but like any kind of storytelling where something becomes popular, so they want to keep it going, but there's no more story to tell.
Yep.
So then people go the opposite route, where they used to love something, then they start to hate it, like, Game of Thrones. Like, people hate Game of Thrones now when they talk about it. And it's
Yep.
all because there was just no story to tell, because, obviously, what's his name didn't have the rest of the story finished for them, so they couldn't really finish it the proper way. But yeah.
They really sapped extra seasons out of that. That's that whole filler thing. Like, I'd rather things be really fucking lean and just balls to the wall at this point than
Hmm.
just decompress everything. It's like, it's cool to dive into characters and stuff like that, but you have to be a really good writer to hold my attention in a comic book. And maybe that's like on me as the reader, but like, it's not like a TV show where you have a solid writer and great dialogue and the actor carrying the scene and everything. Like,
Hmm.
it's all in the reader's head, and if you don't execute it like exciting enough on the page, it's not going to translate to anything exciting for the reader. Like, it's
Yeah.
it's a weird medium, and I love it so much, but there's a lot of underutilizing that medium, and that's why I'm like, I'd rather the story be lean and the delivery and the execution of it be over the top than the
Did you
other
see
way
that
around.
thing that Capullo put out about when he first started on Batman, and how, like, it was just levels and levels of dialogue throughout every single page, and he had to eventually just like hit up Snyder and kind of tell him, like, hey, let me do my thing. Like, we don't need to have this much dialogue and all this stuff going on. Like, let the art kind of tell a story. And then he also kind of was kind of cool that he kind of said, like, you realize that he's telling Snyder what to do when he's telling Snyder to not to tell him what to do.
Yeah,
So you realize that, we do got to treat each other as a team and allow each other to shine.
for sure. That's why, like, anytime I hit you up with anything, I'm like, and remember, it's your book too, and you can change all of this. Like, I don't
Well, that's what's
care.
been cool
Like,
about
at
it.
the end of the day, I can put
There.
something down on paper and it might be cool in my head, but it needs to translate for you too, and it needs to have your touch in it too. So if it's for some reason what I'm putting down stifles you in any ways, I say it to all the guys I work with. I'm like, you have to. I'd rather you change it up and talk to me later than waste tons of time trying to figure out how to get what I want, because what I want isn't necessarily what's right or what's good.
Well, that's what's cool too. Like, yeah, like there's been some pages where I've kind of condensed panels, or I've extended, a scene a little bit, and then like I've seen, on the previews that you sent me, where you were lettering and stuff. Like there were panels where you added dialogue, and it
Yep.
was like there's the one where the trucker is getting killed, and you added in the whole thing of like, tell Jesus I'm coming home. And I just bust out laughing at that. I was like, oh, it's perfect. I'm so glad he added that.
That's another awesome part too of having a small team and everything. And it's like with Cade, I bounced ideas to Kevin and showed him stuff, and I was like, it might change. If you have any ideas for anything, let me know. And I got feedback from him. I showed it to Nick, showed it to you. Like, try to get as much feedback as possible, because it's like until the thing goes to print, we can change as much as we want. Like sometimes you script something, you get the art back from the artist. Like Voidwalker dude has changed so much. Like the original script, if we were to, I'll say it this way, if we were to do like a trade paperback of it now, I would essentially have to go back and rewrite two of the scripts if we wanted to like put them as back matter in the book for people to look at, because by the end of it we were just like changing things on the go, and not like it's not like the whole story got reworked or anything, but it was like, oh, around issue 2 we essentially got asked if we, because issue 1 did so well and pre-orders on issue 2 were doing really well, we essentially got asked if we wanted to extend it to an ongoing, and because of circumstances with us leaving Diamond and everything, that was another big part of it.
Right.
So it all kind of lined up, but it was like having a small team and doing your own lettering and stuff like that helps so much for stuff like that. You can just like, oh, this doesn't flow right. This is the scene's moving too quickly. Maybe we do need a little bit more dialogue here. Oh, we got another backer.
Hey.
21%. Shout out to whoever that guy is.
You're awesome.
Throwing us over. We're almost a quarter of the way there, first day, which is unreal.
If we get to a quarter, that'd be like amazing tonight.
Oh, I'm gonna be up at like dawn shooting bullets in the sky. I'll be killed by the police by morning, guys.
Oh no. Oh, Institute. I didn't even see his comment. Seltzer water sucks. I can't handle it. It's like Alka-Seltzer with none of the medicinal benefits. I've been on water and black coffee. I don't like coffee. I like coffee ice cream.
Oh,
that's why I had to diet, though.
You are talking all sorts of my language right now. I can agree with both of you. I can't stand seltzer for some reason. My girlfriend fucking loves it, so our house is like always stocked with it, and I like mistakenly drink it all the time, which I think adds more so to the hatred of it. I'll just like, oh, I'm thirsty, and I grab like a regular water and take a sip, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to this?
It all depends on like what you get.
I'm not a coffee
guy. We have bubbly. I hate it. Like the cherry bubbly tastes like cough syrup. And then there's another brand called AHA, AHA, which is actually really good. But if you ever get, is it tonic? Might be tonic. Have you ever had that? Tonic water?
With gin in it?
Yeah. But like just not even with that, just like plain.
I've only had it with gin in it.
Not even making a joke. You don't want it any other way. It is awful. Like it doesn't. It's not like, oh, it tastes like piss. Like it just tastes like
you're not.
Like it's poison. Yeah, like it's like if somebody like poisoned it and gave you a drink and they sell it on the market.
That's like, have you ever had distilled water?
No.
I guess you're not supposed to drink it for whatever reason. Not like it's gonna kill you or anything. But it's got like no mineral content in it. You use it in like motors and all sorts of different shit, cleaning.
Yeah, we have it for my CPAP machine because I'm 35. So I'm old. And I need a CPAP machine now.
Dude, I live next to a CPAP machine. Beth has every asthma you can think of.
Mine's not even like asthma or anything. It's just because of a physiological thing. Like, some people get sleep apnea because like maybe they're overweight or they have some kind of like, like you said, asthma. But for me, it's just like something wrong with my throat.
Yeah.
So there's no way I can ever get better. There's nothing wrong with me, but they're like, yeah, you got to sleep with a CPAP machine every night for the rest of your life.
You gotta. We call it baby throat.
Yeah.
I
But that's
got.
better than deep throat.
Your throat's incredibly deep. Here's the CPAP. I got narrow ear passages, so I've had a
You
long
all narrow urethra?
of. I got a buddy who does. It's evidently miserable. True story. You want to talk about medical horror? That dude has got a fucking laundry list of stories. Shout out to my boy Brian. He pees like a fire hose.
Yeah. You need
Yeah,
to have him on here and just change his name to narrow urethra.
yeah. Oh, he'd roll with it. He's a champ. He'd be saying more grotesque shit than me, dude. He used to text me the wildest things. There's like a point in time where he thought it was just like kidney stones, and he was like in the early stages of like going to specialists and finding out everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like you could probably write a movie just about his experiences going through finding out he had a narrow urethra. Like 12 doctors he had to go through, and like 3 girlfriends over the course of like a year and a half.
God.
Like, yeah.
Jeez. He just watches like King of the Hill. He's like, I feel you, Hank. I feel you.
Living in perpetual dick pain.
Is that what it really is? Like, it's just pain all the time?
Pain, all sorts of discomfort. It can be a mess. You're, I guess, more prone to UTIs, which is like fairly uncommon for dudes too. Like, I guess you got to be like a gnarly hobo to be getting a UTI as a dude. Like, just like never washing your junk. But yeah, he would get them like a fucking like teenage girl, man. It was insane.
Was the narrow urethra that caused that, or was it the UTIs that kept happening that caused it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like
Chicken and egg.
UTIs be shrinking up your urethra. What came first, your narrow pee hole or all these UTIs?
Hey, we're doing a service right now for people. We're giving them medical advice.
How we got on this? My narrow ear canals, which just means I get ear infections.
Oh, so you don't pee out of your ears too?
Yeah, it could be piss like a fire hose out of my ears. Just make a big old mess all over the walls.
Baby throat and pee ears. That should be the name of our show.
I'm not going to remember baby throat in the morning, but tonight is going to have me dying laughing. Sir, you've got a case of the baby throat. I don't think you're going to make it. Can you even swallow with that thing? Chew your food. Oh my God. What a great night. A chill stream. Almost a quarter of the way through funding. We hit 100K. I'm going to have a fucking mullet for a year, dude. That'll be in more ways than one.
I would say I'd do it too, but if we get there, I haven't promised anything, so I'm golden. Yeah. I don't gotta say nothing.
It's like first you have to grow your hair out, then you get the mullet, and then you start the clock on that year.
I just do it because I live in Florida. It's just the required look.
Just start your neighbors all get friendlier. I don't know what it is about that Geoff guy, but I like him.
That's like a real cool dude.
Oh man, I'm gonna move down to Florida. Beth's not looking forward to it. She was like, the thing that scares me is she's like, the book looks fucking awesome, and I'm worried. She's like, I'm hopeful that it gets funded like that, but I'm also equally worried that it's going to get funded like that, and you're genuinely going to have a fucking mullet for a year. She was like,
mullet life is like the best life.
Yeah, she was like, I know you're gonna love it because you're an idiot.
But up there, would you stand out with a mullet? Like, I don't know what your area is like. I mean, is a mullet guy kind of common up there? Because like down here, obviously, like you'll see it.
In this day and age, I feel like around here, I'm gonna get hit with a baseball bat in the back of the head with a mullet. Just with my tattoos and how like large and like pasty white I am, the area I used to live in, dude, I'd have like, we had this one guy who lived near us before I ever met Beth. And actually, like, I was still living at that apartment when we first started dating, and like, we'd go to the gas station near my apartment, and this guy always seemed to be there getting gas at the same time as us. But he's this fucking giant Aryan Brotherhood dude.
Oh shit.
It looked like Hank if Hank was like 90.
Yeah, Hank's not a racist.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
But this guy was a racist. We're talking
Hank would kick his ass.
Like 8 spider web tattoos. He had straight up Aryan Brotherhood tattooed on his neck, so it wasn't even like me speculating. And I've worked in the tattoo industry for a long time, so it's like you sort of learn to like pick out the gang guys pretty early on.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude was just like covered in like prison tattoos and stuff, and you could tell this was like an old man who got out or whatever. But like every fucking time I saw him at the gas station, be like, "What's going on, brother? How's it doing today? You keeping up with it?" I was yeah, dude.
Keeping up with what? I don't want to join.
Yeah, I don't want to kill anybody. I'm just here for Mountain Dew and cigarettes, and I'll be on my way. Yeah, I always get like, "What's up, brothers?" And it like he saluted at me one time, and I'm like, I'm dating a Jewish chick, and I got this dude like not an American salute.
Yeah. I'm guessing it wasn't the right salute.
It's like, I don't know where Kyle is, dude. Leave me alone.
Did he have like the Viking tattoos? I know that's a big thing with them.
I remember him having a bunch of spiderweb ones, and he told me his name once too, and it was before my accident, so it's just like a lot of the shit before that is just like beaten out of my brain.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he was just like a weird character that I would run into all the fucking time because he evidently lived like somewhere in the neighborhood near me. And he was like one of those dudes always buying like scratch tickets and like not a carton of cigarettes, but like weirdly like right in the middle. Like, I'm gonna buy like 4 or 5 packs of cigarettes right now and like $100 worth of lottery tickets, and then I'm gonna fuck with those lottery tickets in the gas station for like way longer than I should. I don't know if that's a thing down in Florida, but there's like just people who just like live at gas stations here.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah, that's what Florida is, baby.
We're one big gas station and gators.
We got a gator in our pond. I'm gonna go hang out with him afterwards.
I go down there with Beth maybe like once every other year now because I just fucking hated it down there when I went down there.
Where'd you go? Like, where at?
They have the place in the Kissimmee area, like right outside of Orlando.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's if you've ever been down near there, it's like one of the development neighborhoods that like Disney built originally, and they're just like carbon copies of the same house like 1,000 times over.
Like a Tim Burton neighborhood.
Yeah, like I've been there multiple times over the years. I could not fucking tell you how to get to her place, even if we were like in a car, like at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, don't know how to get back home now, like, because like you get back into her neighborhood and it's just like lefts and rights, everything's on a grid, and every one of these neighborhoods is like 600 houses, and they all just look exactly the same. It's like the fucking, what is that, Weeds or whatever?
Oh, Ryan Wynn's here.
The opening to that when they're just, hell yeah, what's up, buddy? When they're just like panning through all the fucking houses with little boxes playing. Like,
right.
all I think of in Beth's neighborhood. I'm like, holy shit. And her specific neighborhood had, this might dox her a little bit, but what is it? Griselda Lopez. You ever seen Cocaine Cowboys?
No. I mean, I've heard of it, I haven't seen it, no.
Really cool documentaries. Griselda Lopez, I think that's her name. I know it's Griselda Lopez.
Oh, she was like the mob boss, right? Like,
yeah, so she
cartel
was
boss, whatever.
Yeah, she was like basically the first like lady cartel boss down in like Florida, I think specifically Miami.
Yeah, I saw the drunk history of her.
Yeah, kind of like out of the Escobar scene. So remember
Right.
at the end of the Drunk History, she got rolled up on by two dudes on a motorcycle, and one of them had a fucking Uzi and fucking sprayed her. She got shot like 30 times or something, and that's how she got killed.
Mm-hmm.
They rolled up on her on a motorcycle, riding two
Seems
player,
par
and
for the course.
fucking they sprayed her. Beth's neighbor, two houses over, guy driving the motorcycle.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he was caught. I think it was last year or the year before. One of Beth's college friends lives in the house that they own down there. She rents from them, and she texted them and was like, "Yeah, like DEA, ATF, and like 3 other agencies have just surrounded the entire neighborhood. They're coming to arrest someone, and they told us to stay the fuck in our house if we don't want to get shot."
Damn.
Yeah, like she just like went to walk out to get in her car to go to work, and like whole area is a fucking Michael Bay movie. They caught the guy. I'm pretty sure you can look up like the news articles for it and everything too. He had gotten so much plastic surgery. This guy was like 100% Mexican, like straight out of Mexico, like very dark skinned. He got so much plastic surgery. He was like whiter than me and looked like he had changed faces like 4 times. Like did not look anything like his original. Like I've seen Cocaine Cowboys multiple times and had seen pictures of the guy like a million times. And in Mexico back in the day when he killed the chick, he looked like Mexican Super Mario. And
Now
then
he's like
he
Sammy
looks
Sosa.
closer to like he's like a fat old Brad Pitt. And it literally looks like somebody went into like a plastic surgeon in Florida and was like, make me look as close to Brad Pitt as you can for this budget.
Like, I'd say fat old Brad Pitt is still an upgrade from Mario.
Yeah, from
like it's still Brad Pitt.
From the Latin American Mario.
Yeah, like he's still kind of fucked up looking, but still Brad Pitt.
Yeah, like when you see Cocaine Cowboys and you see the two dudes that rolled up on her and killed her, you like giggle because they look like they roll up to do plumbing work and they killed her.
That's how they killed him. They just jumped on him.
But then you see the pictures of them and it's like when I went down there, I was like smoking cigarettes in their like front yard, like under the palm trees and shit. And that guy'd be like outside, like drinking beers on his front porch, and we'd wave to each other and shit. And like his kids would like ride by on bikes and like they're really friendly. And I'm like, this guy's a fucking hitman for the cartels. This is insane.
Did you ever get like weird feelings from him though? Like sometimes you meet somebody and it's like, there's something wrong with this dude.
Not from him. And that's like me and Beth joked about that because I have like crazy weird like that, like almost like a superpower, like a really good read on people, and I'm normally like no, fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy I used to work with, gave me a weird vibe, and I worked with him like twice, and I went and told my boss years ago at the theater. I was like, fucking kid gives me a weird vibe. I do not want to work with him. Like, take me off the schedule if he's working. Like, I will not work with him. 2 years later, tried to kidnap a girl, failed to kidnap her, killed himself.
Oh, dang.
When the cops showed up to catch him. Yeah.
I had, in my neighborhood, there was this one kid that lived behind us, and he was younger than us, like all my friends. So we wouldn't really hang out with him ever, Every once in a while, he's like, all right, you can play basketball with us, whatever. But like when I was in college, I would see him like walking up and down the street because he was like 18 at that point, and he was working and stuff. And I would say hi to him or something like that. But he never like talked, to me in any major way at that point.
Yeah.
But he still lived behind us. And then one day, my mom just called me and she was like, hey, so and so, he got arrested. I'm like, oh, what did he do? I'm thinking it's like, oh, maybe he was like selling weed or something because he was only like 18 or something. But turns out he tried to kill a dude, and he tried to. So the way the story goes is that he waited behind this guy's house. This guy came out like 2 a.m. because he heard noises out there, which was him. He attacked the guy from behind, started beating him with a baseball bat, and tried to kill him. And the guy was able to, get away from him and get to safety. And then the police came and they arrested him. But then the story got even more complicated because it turns out like he was dating the guy's daughter, and the guy's daughter and his wife were plotting to kill him. So they convinced him, my old neighbor, to do the killing.
To
And they would
live.
And they would split the money, the life insurance money.
Oh,
so they went to, they got arrested too. But then I found out the more details was that he actually wasn't dating the person, the girl. He didn't even know them. Like they just randomly asked him if he would do it. I guess online. He was like, yeah, sure.
You're a metal ass dude with a few screws loose.
And then like
how do you even? That's like my mentality back when I was single and I just didn't meet women or go out on dates or anything. I was just like, if she's talking to me, she's talked to 100 men this way before. I'm like, if they're doing this, man, they gotta be asking other people to murder their husband.
I guess you gotta be pretty desperate too to be like, let's just try that guy. We're gonna see he's involved in a conspiracy for murder.
I'm so fucking sick of your father. The next person I see, I'm going to ask if they'll murder him.
Hey, yo, mailman, what are you doing later?
Hey, there's that fucking weird kid who lives behind us.
He'll do anything. But then the last thing I found out was that so he was beating the guy up with a baseball bat, and when they arrested him, they found a machete in his car because part of his deal was that he was gonna cut the guy's head off.
Oh, rad.
And it wasn't even like a requirement. It was like that was like his little input.
Yeah, can you cut his head off so they can't identify him and we don't get the insurance?
Yeah, he was like, look, I'll do it, but I got a little stipulation.
Cut his head off because we hate that he talked so much. We want to send a message to who? You're his family, and you're paying me to kill him.
All right, I want you to kill him. I was like, all right, I'll do that, and I'll do you one better. I'll cut his head off. I'm like, no, you don't gotta do that. I know what to do for you.
Oh, wink, wink. Don't gotta do it. I figured down.
Look, some people just do the job. Some people love their job and go the extra mile.
I got me a cleaner who takes some serious initiative. You want I should melt this guy down or burn him?
He's just like in the backyard holding the head like, hey, waving at them like, see? Ooh.
Oh, man. Oh, that guy would fit right in Beth's neighborhood in Florida, man. There was another one, too.
He's out there.
Oh, that's rad.
Because he didn't, end up killing the guy.
Yeah, you served your time and you got little bitch wrists and can't finish the job.
Yeah.
when you're an idiot and a wuss in equal measure.
I wonder if it's like easier or harder in jail. To be like, oh, what are you in here for? Attempted murder. It's like, oh, look at the pussy. Attempted murder.
Bitch, you couldn't finish it? Do or do not. There is no try, pussy.
Yeah. He's just like Ash in Army of Darkness. He's like, murder.
I like the thought of a hardened death row prisoner quoting Yoda to dudes who can't go through on murder. You've got no follow through. Yoda would be ashamed. Yeah, that's crazy. You got to think too, like if he went in with just hypothetically, I'm not out here killing people. Although I thought Clint was going to bring it up tonight. One of the first times he got on a stream with me, he's like, don't know what it is, but Spencer gives me like a secret serial killer vibe.
That's what I've been told my whole life.
Yeah, right. I told him that. And I was like, I genuinely get that all the time, dude. Like Beth said that to me like early on in us dating. And I was just like, oh, great. Like this girl's definitely going to stick around.
You just stare at her
10 years
silently.
Yeah, right. Oh, shit. Yeah, but oh my God. Yeah, I'm like, You got to think that dude had to be crazy confident in like that scenario is so fucking crazy and outlandish. Like these women come to you and they're like, kill my husband, kill my father. And also we want you to cut his head off with a machete.
No,
and
they didn't want him to do that. That was his input.
Okay, he's just taking the initiative. That's even better. But they're still like, kill my husband for me. And he's just dumb enough to be like, all right. And also, I'm like wondering what balance of dumb and confident or cocky, where he was like, yeah, I can just crack him from behind with a baseball bat and beat him to death and then cut his head off. And he was like, yeah,
he had the jump on him in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
like everything is in his favor, and he's still messed up.
And that's why I think it was more confidence than anything.
Mm-hmm.
He got overconfident, just whiff the first swing. This guy's like, "What are you doing in my backyard? Can you leave?"
That's a wiffle bat, son. What are you gonna do with that?
Yeah, he tells everybody that the guy escaped him, but in reality, the guy caught the bat and told him to go home. And then he turned himself in and told the police he was trying to kill him. I was trying to kill him.
It seems like a little kid way of plotting it out. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get a baseball bat. I'm just gonna hit him with it a bunch of times.
Yeah. What 3 12-year-olds thought up?
That's what the guy was. He was just 3 12-year-olds on each other's shoulders, swinging the bats.
The middle one was doing all the swinging off balance. I can't see him, guys.
They all got their own bats.
He had little welts in 3 distinct heights. Holy shit.
He just threw some candy and they ran for it and got away.
Turn a light on, they scattered like cockroaches.
That is one thing. If you do end up coming to Florida, have you seen the palmetto bugs?
Oh, yeah. And all the fucking lizards, man.
Oh, lizards are everywhere.
Holy shit.
I probably got one on me right now.
Yeah, right. That was like the second day I was there. We were like inside the house and I was like, oh, cool, just a lizard on the wall. That's never gonna get old. And I'm like sitting in the living room. It's like 10 in the morning, and there's like a 3-inch lizard inside on the wall. And they were like, get it out of here. I was like, oh, okay, this isn't like normal to let them just free roam.
No, like lizards, I would prefer in the house because they can eat all the palmetto bugs.
Yeah.
Palmetto bugs, like you just walk in the middle of the night and there's just like this gigantic palmetto bug just walking around like, sup?
Oh,
like, all right, just help yourself.
Get a Rambo knife.
Like if you go out at night, you'll see the palmetto bugs just like hanging out on the sidewalk. They don't even like scatter. If you shine light on them, they're just like, this is our turf now, dude. What are you gonna do, pussy?
We own the night. Yeah, Institute. We always keep it on track, man. I like how this quickly devolved from a campaign launch stream to self-deprecating medical issues and true crime, and now it's herpetology.
Are we still doing the campaign thing? I think that was over.
Yeah, right.
That was yesterday.
What a good time to smoke some crack. Oh, we got another backer.
Really? Shit.
19 backers, kids.
Nice.
We're at 1640 and 21%. That is absolutely insane, which means tomorrow morning I'll be updating the Darcy picture and revealing the first bar of it. That's exciting.
We're at 19.
Oh my god, am I going to get fucking hiccups now?
I remember when Institute 91 used to be Institute 19. Those were the days.
He's all grown up now.
Yeah, Benjamin Button disease. He's super old now.
2 weeks ago, he was 40. He's fucking 6 months now. He'll be sperm in no time.
Who's baby throat now?
I could choke you with one hand.
I could choke you with an M&M.
You're not safe around Legos.
Just pulls out a mini M&M's thing, pops it open.
There's our next book. It's a slasher book, but all the victims are toddlers. Oh, Jesus.
It would get us some publicity, though.
You know those horror movies where they kill like one kid and everybody's like, "Whoa, touchy." We decided to do a whole book of it. Oh my god. We took that old Children of the Corn concept and flipped it on its head. It's a whole town of parents murdering kids.
It's 2020, yo.
It's time to deconstruct the norm.
It's just a Barney adaptation. We're just being subversive with Barney. He's just murdering all the children.
We should have been streaming way sooner, man.
Is Barney still around? Is that still a thing?
Sounds from the womb. I feel like shit like that got outlawed, but I don't even know anymore. I don't think Barney's around.
I know, like, the Elmo guy turned out to be a diddler. Remember that?
Oh, the Elmo guy?
Yeah.
That was around the time the, like, legit Tickle Me Elmo toy came out, right? Because I remember that being, like, a big deal. My little brother got one, and that was, I feel like, just around the time I could start, like, consciously making my own memories and being, like, aware of more adult shit like that. Being like, whoa.
Institute 91.
My baby brother has one of those.
You pull up Institute 91's comment.
Oh my god. Dude, that's honestly, that movie was one of the first times where I like didn't believe what I was seeing on Twitter and shit and had to go on Netflix and like verify that it was real. It's like we live in a day and age where like you can slap some shit together in like 5 minutes now, which is it's crazy, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not a conspiracy theory. You can fucking fabricate that shit in an instant. There's like programs that'll do it for you automatically sometimes, and like plug that in and was like, this is a real thing, and I feel like I feel guilty for having searched that, and that's going to be in my history temporarily.
Yeah, I didn't even want to watch the trailer.
I'm definitely on a watch list now.
Yeah, exactly.
I watched the Cuties trailer and then I threw my phone out of a plane.
I was like, hey, NSA, how's it going?
Problem Child's Play. Sounds of the Womb. That's hilarious because I almost put up the Institute album is just Sounds of Sinew. It's like this whole album is just gross wet noises. It's a zombie ASMR album. It's actually just hours of footage of me eating into a microphone. And we put some distortion on it.
You sit down with your family to have dinner and put on a huge headset. What's they're doing? Mukbang.
Oh man, we should have done that for the 100K. The mukbang.
Yeah, undead mukbang.
We'll rent some fancy public commissary down in your area in Florida, and I'll fly down and we can do a cooking show. The 100K mukbang.
And with that mullet, even better.
Oh my god, man!
Beautiful.
We hit 20% so fast that I'm like, there's some alternate reality where that could actually happen, and I could have a fucking mullet in a month or two. Motherfucker. I have a mullet and Clint's gonna look like fucking white Mr. T. I'm so glad that he was like, that's brilliant. I'm putting that on the campaign. Oh yeah, yes. He's gonna hit Mr. T. I don't know about me. us hitting the mullet just yet.
Yeah, you start like trying to make us lose money. Oh no, it actually really sucks, guys. You don't want to bag it. You get your money back.
Yeah, this book's fucking stupid.
I disavow.
Please don't back this. My girlfriend's gonna leave me. Oh, man. Oh. What's it called? We got invited on a couple more streams. I think we're gonna get on with Red Valkyrie sometime this week. That's Shay, if you've ever come across her.
No, that'd be cool.
She's in Dan's streams all the time, and she's wicked cool.
Sweet.
She's a Air Force gal too. No
Nice.
fucking around.
Oh no.
She's
So none of this talk about dead babies and zombie mukbang and all that.
she's down for some stupidity. She gets on with Dan all the time. That's what I need though. People not taking things too seriously, having a good time, making some cool books. Clint's fucking book, man. That dude is just cranking them out. Fatal looks so good.
The art looks insane.
I'm like I constantly want to DM him and be like, show me pages. I straight up was like, I'll try out for colors just because I can see the pages.
Well, again, like talking about the indie comic stuff, like the art I'm seeing coming out is so exciting that it's constantly one of those things where I'm just like, oh, I got to up my game. You know, like looking at his art on Fatal, looking at Kevin's art. Every time you show me something of Kevin, I'm just like, fuck.
Dude.
Damn.
We get the imprint going. We got to hire Charlie for a book.
Definitely.
Get him on something. Holy shit. That's what I mean, though. I'm just like, all these different guys. And the fact that Clint's like, we need to convince Charlie to break into this is like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, we need to kidnap that dude, I guess.
Has he worked on anything else before?
I think he's done like some spot illustration stuff, but the way Clint and him have talked about it on the stuff I've seen, he's almost exclusively done advertising stuff, which blows my mind. Like, I remember I'd seen a bunch of his other stuff and I really liked it, but he posted this fucking like, it was like a samurai duel piece, but it was in like a modern like Japanese market, and there's like a fucking tiger in the scene, and it's in like a fisheye perspective. It's on his Twitter too, I'm pretty sure, before he started promoting all the Fatal shit. I'm pretty sure it was him that posted it. And I saw that and was just like, holy shit, like it's absolutely mind-blowing. Now I'm like, I need to see if I can find it and just tag you in it. The dude's amazing. And I like, too, that, again, he's, like, a vastly different style from all you guys that I work with. Is like, it's really easy to go find, like, 10 dudes that are just being a Jim Lee clone and hit them up. But it's, like, I'm always looking, like, I tell people all the time, I'm like, if I hit you up just, like, fuck around on even, like, a short, it's because I think you stand out for whatever reason, and I like your stuff. Like, I don't like a bunch of homogenous shit. I think we need more people that are doing different stuff. And
well, yeah, that was something like, you know, when Clint was asking about comics and everything, we didn't really get into it, but there's so many artists nowadays working in the mainstream, and I don't know if it's because like the companies are making them do it, but they have these like house styles, you know, like there's a lot of like Stuart and Monin clones, and like there's a lot of James Herron clones, and so like for the mainstream stuff, there's not really much that gets me excited.
Exactly, like, and it's bad when I see a page and I'm wondering if it's like that main artist or if it's one of his clones.
Right.
And I'm not just like enjoying the art. And it's not, like, Heron is like one of my favorites, but it got to a point where there's so many clones of him and everything. I'm just like, I don't even know anymore. I'm like, and how do you put that much time into fucking something like that? And honing your craft just to like completely rob someone else's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie, before he started posting Fatal stuff, has a bunch of just like sample pages of shit, and I have no clue what it's from, but it all looks fucking wild.
Is James Harden even working on a book right now?
I don't know. He had Rumble for the longest time, and I don't know if that's still a thing. I feel like that guy probably doesn't really need to work, but
Like, I don't know how he's not on a big book. Like, Rumble's cool and all, but like, I don't know how Marvel and DC weren't like immediately going after him and just offering him a huge contract.
oh yeah, he should have been on something like insane a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking found the picture I was talking about. I'm about to DM it to you real quick.
Oh, thanks, Ryan.
Take it easy, Ryan. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for stopping by too. Just a chill night, hanging out. We'll share that screen again real quick. I love this. This is great. Fucking StreamYard works awesome. We got the screen up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Another backer. Holy shit, 1,700.
1,700, awesome.
We were at 22% with 20 backers. Insane,
3%
guys.
more.
Right? I just like have this like weird excited like lump in my throat at all times. I'm like not nervous, but I just have this weird feeling like I'm gonna barf at all times. It's great. It's like this good feeling like I'm gonna barf.
Are you talking about baby throat? I think it's called baby throat.
Yeah, I've been stricken with the baby throat. Holy shit. Do you watch that Camel Moon guy's stuff?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh my, I'm pretty sure he released another episode the other day. Clint was playing it on his stream, and I was like in the middle of working on the campaign and stuff, and popped in the middle of that and immediately rewound. Like, I'm like, I'm such an idiot, and that's like so on par with like the stupid shit I find hilarious that like I could have no clue where any of that was sourced from, and it would still make me laugh like an absolute idiot. Like, I don't know that dude at all. I've never talked to Camel Moon, but holy fuck if he isn't one of the most brilliant dudes in the community. Like, that shit is so brilliantly coordinated.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious. And it's like, it's old school, like Adult Swim, when it was just bizarre.
That Hanna-Barbera limited animation.
Yeah.
Like, I've been saying that for years, dude. That's another one of those things where it's like, man, if we had like a little budget set aside that we didn't have to worry about anything, that's one of those things where it's like, that's a dream to just have like little animated series on the side. But shit like YouTube nowadays is really cool. I was like, we're going to be shooting a short film in the near future. That'll probably just go up on YouTube for free. Like, just put it up for people to watch. I don't want to have to worry about marketing things. I'd rather it just organically grow by word of mouth.
Right.
Keep doing our thing. Monetize the YouTube if we have to, but
like everything is so possible nowadays.
Yeah,
like
insane.
You don't need to spend crazy amounts of money to be able to make an animation or a movie or a comic or anything. Like,
and if all this shit happening in the world didn't make you reevaluate things and at least make you think about what the fuck you want to do with the rest of your life, I feel like you must be nuts, because it's like day 2 of all this shit, and I was like, all right, really glad I got into comics before all of this. Like, it's like, couldn't imagine being like a 9-to-5 dude right now, and like,
do you think that's gonna change?
I'm hoping, just for the sanity of the world, dude.
Because like, doesn't this show everybody that like most jobs you don't like? Obviously there could be jobs you have to go in for, but like an office job, you really don't need to go in. You can work from home as long as you have an internet connection.
All these rich ass companies that are like, holy shit, how did we not think of this? Is like, well, I don't know, guys. Like, it's been a thing for a while.
You don't gotta like rent out office space. Like,
yeah, like you don't need paper anymore, like anything.
Because I mean, when all this stuff started, I was working from home, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. I love this.
Right? I don't need to go anywhere.
I really don't have to go in.
Oh, we got a Darcy's Darlings.
Oh, somebody bought one of those. One of those.
Yeah.
Nice.
Man, the pages are so good. I'm just like ripping through them, staring at them like a little kid.
The new pages you sent me are awesome. By the way,
right. I didn't even say anything to Mike Green either. I wonder if he recognized himself. He backed it immediately. I was like, "You're not a good man in this book, Mike. Just a heads up." Like,
yeah, my wife and I were watching Frega's stream, and I was like, "Oh, hey, that's the cop."
Mike's great, man. He's like, anytime you have a question or anything, and I like early on talking to him, I was like, so because he's out in like the California area, I was like, so what's the logistics on getting the Zodiac killer case file? He's like, that's not my department. That's like towns away. It's just like, I'm gonna ask again in 3 months.
Everybody seems to be leaving California right now.
Yeah, right. So there'll be no cops there to stop him from getting me that case file.
Yeah, go ahead and just get it.
Yeah, Institute, man. It's like a really bad crack habit. I'm trying not to do it constantly, but having the screen shared next to us at all times, I keep looking at it and being like, "Oh yeah, I haven't done it in a while." It's been like 20 seconds. Yeah, man. What a great night. Oh, it's 1 a.m. now too.
Yep.
I'm
going to the beach tomorrow.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna be one of those people on the news. Just looking at all these people endangering everybody's lives at the beach. I'm like, hey, Spencer.
If you end up on the news, you have to shout out City of Rot.
Oh, definitely. Have it written on my skin. Just, oh.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Hey, I'm in Florida, man. This is how we do it.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's 1 a.m. We can wrap it up. Call it a night. I'll try to be up again. Hopefully, be streaming around like 11 or 12. Get up, compose myself, and get back to it. I should probably do some painting tomorrow at work.
Streaming in the morning?
I got some bathroom painting to do. Yeah, if I'm gonna be on here and working anyways, I figure why the fuck not? Campaign's gonna be live no matter what for the next month, so anytime I can get on and be available to directly answer questions from people, whatever.
Well, let me know whenever you're gonna be streaming.
Yeah.
I won't probably be here at 11 in the morning tomorrow because I'll be at the beach.
Oh yeah, do your beach thing. I mean, it might end up being later. Who knows? I might just maybe I'll just work early in the morning and fucking. You can hit me up when you get back from the beach, and we'll go from there.
Cool.
If anybody wants to have me on and they see this, they're in here right now, I will pop in with whoever. I'm down to chat and fuck around. But yeah, we'll call it a night, man.
All right, man. This is fun.
It's been good. Don't want to keep you up forever. You got your beach things to do tomorrow. We're doing awesome. And I'll just kill the stream and
keep refreshing and refreshing and refreshing.
Yeah, right. We'll refresh it one last time. We're still at 20.
That was anticlimactic.
1,700. Yeah, right. Mind blowing.
We're gonna keep refreshing until we get a new client.
Till it's funded. I'm not leaving this place. I'm going to sit here and pee myself waiting for the funded.
It's day 29. My wife has left me.
I haven't showered all month.
I have a
Where
poop
is that mullet? I am the poop on day 30. I've become one with it. Yeah, man. Great hanging out. Awesome launch. A nice chill night. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like once we're making the rounds and getting on with everybody. Thank you, everybody that backed. It's the response.
You just like roboted out for a second there.
Awesome. Oh man. We'll kill that then. Am I good?
Yep.
Perfect. All right. Yeah. Thanks everybody that backed. Thanks for hanging out and watching with us. If you pop by the Sweetcast stream, thank you again. We'll be back at it later today, I guess, because it's fucking tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, man. So
Yeah.
good time. I might kill the stream real quick.
Cool.
And take
Thanks,
it easy,
everybody.
everybody in chat.